Good morning. Today is Monday, January 16, 2023. Brings you the news of the hour. Morning edition right here on Nherlitstv. And now, the headlines. Lagman uses tweets to break down SC rolling on GMSU. 93 sinolog attendees received medical aid from Philippine Red Cross. DepEd needs 446 million pesos for schools affected by Shareline flooding. Apalos presents 8 NPA returnees at Camp Crame. And now, here is the details of the national headlines. Independent minority Albay 1st District Representative Edsel Lagman talked to Twitter to dissect the Supreme Court's recent ruling, the instructor down the 2005 Tripartite Agreement for Joint Marine Seismic Undertaking or GMSU. The Supreme Court has spoken, Lagman tweeted on Thursday, January 12. The Bicolano was referring to the High Court's decision declaring as unconstitutional the GMSU, which was implemented during the time former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo agreement entered into by the President with the foreign-owned corporations on large-scale exploration, development, and utilization of minerals, and the West Philippine Sea must respect Philippine sovereignty, Lagman said. They shall also be limited to the other technical or financial assistance only according to the Constitution. This restriction are to safeguard the Filipinos' sole benefits from resources and the country's exclusive economic zone or EEZ, the Liberal Party President further explained. 93 attendees of Sinolog Festival 2023 in Cebu have received medical assistance from the Philippine Red Cross so far. As per PRC's update on Friday, January 13, 42 persons had their blood pressure monitored, 46 persons experienced dizziness, abdominal pain, and laceration. 3 had difficulty in breathing, and 2 were given psychological first aid. This was based on the organization's tally from January 5 to 13. Among the PRC assets deployed at the festival were over 100 emergency medical service personnel, 75 on foot patrols, 15 first aid stations with 12 fare desks, and 5 ambulance. The Department of Education DepEd needs 446 million for the reconstruction or repair of schools that were affected by the Shareline and low pressure area in Mindanao. DepEd spokesperson Michael Pua told reporters in an interview on Friday, January 13, that around 58 schools were reported to have infrastructure damages due to the continued flooding. The estimated cost for the affected schools is 446 million pesos in a mix of English and Filipino. Pua explained RHE main focus of DepEd field offices is to do cleanups. They are cleaning the schools so the students can go back to school as soon as possible safely, he added. Meanwhile, Pua said that DepEd Central Office is also waiting for additional information from the regional offices. As far as temporary learning spaces are concerned, we are now collecting data from the field, how many are needed so they can be given as soon as possible, explained. With classes still suspended in schools that have infrastructure damages. Pua said that the affected students are under alternative delivery modalities or protocols that if it is not safe for the learners to go back to their in-person classes, we will implement alternative learning delivery modes, whether it is be online or offline, or modules, Pua said. 8 alleged new People's Army NPA rebels who have surrendered to Department of the Interior and local government DILG Secretary Benjamin Benhar Abalos Jr. were presented at the Philippine National Police PNP National Headquarters in Camp Crame, Quezon City on Friday. Abalos refused to reveal the identities or the places where the alleged communist rebels operated to protect them as they start their transformation and reintegration process to be productive citizens of the society. They are commanding officers. They have been involved in insurgency for a long time, but they have gone through some process, Abalos said. What is important here is that there are government intervention that are ready to be done for those who want to surrender. He stressed the former rebels must have felt the government's sincere calls for their surrender, hence they complied. And that's the whole story of the news, January 16, 2023. This is Nherlitz on Nherlitstv saying thank you for watching. Adios.